Okay, great. Good morning, namaste, and sawadika to everyone here. My name is Ravina, and I'm absolutely delighted to see all you lovely people here today. Before we get started, can I please request that all cell phones be put on vibrate or silent mode, please, so that we don't disturb the speakers when we're talking? Thank you. Firstly, thank you all for clearing your schedules and braving Bangkok traffic to come here today for this Mind, Body, and Vastu Connection event hosted by Suvarnaveda Wellness Center. We are privileged indeed to have the opportunity to listen to three fascinating personalities talk about their areas of expertise, which have been scientifically validated as an approach to wellness all under one roof. Our speakers will be sharing their pearls of wisdom on the connection between the mind, the body, and Vastu. We are confident that at the end of the session, each one of you will have a positive takeaway. With the limited time that we have, I would like to take a few minutes to share my own personal experience with Suvarnaveda, who is our host for this morning. One fine day about 7 years ago, I woke up with my face covered in small red spots, and all the people who know me saw that. And all these red spots were all over my face, and this condition went on for weeks and weeks. I avoided looking in the mirror, missed meetings in sunny conference rooms, and I hibernated at home as much as possible. I tried everything from diet change to home remedies to herbal supplements and watched countless YouTube videos, but nothing worked. No amount of makeup that I put covered the blemishes. After trying all things natural, I then sought medical help and was put on antibiotics, which helped only temporarily. I would have smooth skin for the course of the medication, and the spots would come back as soon as I stopped the antibiotics, time and time again. You can imagine waking up every morning and seeing these red spots on my face, and it was just not a pleasant experience. Long story short, Ravinaji asked me to give Ayurveda a shot. Desperate times called for desperate measures, so I booked myself in for an Ayurvedic treatment program. I was put on a customized program by Dr. Neha from Suvarnaveda, and within a few months, my red spots became lighter and less noticeable, and they eventually faded away. For me, that was huge, and I mean huge. I am now a firm believer in Ayurveda, and it comforts me to know that this alternative form of treatment is available here in Bangkok. Please allow me to introduce the founder of Suvarnaveda Wellness Center, Ravinaji.
Thank you, Ravina, and thank you all for coming to the event today. Suvarnaveda, for me, came about due to a very personal reason. It was alternative therapies and medication that got me through some of the toughest challenges that we face as family, both for my son and myself. From there, my passion and love for Ayurveda grew. I had seen firsthand how Ayurveda healed my son, and I took every opportunity to find out more. I began visiting different Ayurvedic clinics and centers in India to understand the various techniques and treatments that were being used. It was then that I knew that I wanted a center of my own in Bangkok. I opened my doors 8 years ago, and it still excites me when I see my clients recover and heal at my center, Suvarnaveda. It is also my privilege to have an in-house doctor, our very own Dr. Neha Harke. With years of in-depth experience, she is known to be extremely accurate with her diagnosis, and shares a great relationship with all the clients. Although we faced some challenges during the pandemic, our center is back in full form and our therapies and consultations are ongoing. My goal is to shed light on the power of Ayurveda and alternative treatments in Bangkok and show how this ancient Indian practice is still very relevant today. Last but not least, I want to give my sincere thanks to Dr. Harshit and Devanshi ji for flying in just for this event and sharing all their wisdom. I've been with him for 3 days and trust me, I didn't know the meaning of Vastu and I'm like, why am I getting a Vastu person here? But after because I've heard so much about it. After 3 days, a lot of people are saying, oh, Vastu, we've done 3 Vastus, we've done 4 Vastus, we've done 5 Vastus. But somehow, Dr. Harshit's, I don't know, Latin, you can hear him again, so I'll be back to you. And also, thank you, Chris, you're always there for us. Chris, hi, Chris. So his meditation, I think everybody in Bangkok knows about Chris because I've sent about 50 people with depression, people with what, again, I'll let the experts speak now. And thank you all for coming today. And let Lavina, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravina ji. Okay, I'd like to introduce Dr. Neha Harke. There she is. Dr. Neha Harke now as our next speaker. She's a well-known figure for those who frequent Suvarnaveda, with extensive experience in Ayurveda medicine and surgery, as well as 14 plus years of experience in health and wellness practices for chronic cures. Please welcome Suvarnaveda's in-house Ayurvedic expert, Dr. Neha.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all spending your time to listen about the consciousness, health, and well-being. Okay, so have you heard about Harvard University's longest run research so far, which has been happening since more than 75 years? The research is all about effects of lifestyle on health and well-being. Why they must be studying for so long? Because especially after pandemic is the need of the time. If you were given a time and energy to invest in something for the best of your life, where would you invest it? What will be your best definition for your life? What would be your intention to achieve in life? The well-being of your family, good relationships, money, fame. If we ask young adults, 60–70% of young adults will say the same answer. Yes, I want to have a fame. I want to earn money. Right? It's very obvious and it's natural. Everybody should achieve this in their life. But do you know what is the basis for all this? It's your happiness and health. What is the role of happiness in achieving your health? If you are happy, then only your body is able to cope up with the pain, with the aches, with the disease that you are going through. The disease that is not only limited to your physical body, but also with your mental and emotional state. With the happiness, you become more positive. Your vitality increases, which are very important component to achieve a long life. What is stress and what is its role? How it affects on the body? Stress is the natural tendency of not coping up with the given task. Right? So when there is stress, automatically you don't feel happy. You're always stressed. Your aches and pains you feel more. Whenever the person is stressed, the inflammation is more. The tendency of fighting with the disease is less. Automatically, it decreases your vitality. It brings a lot of negativity, anxiety, stress, insomnia. Indirectly, it affects on your whole system. Mostly we hear that, oh, I heard the news, this sad news, and suddenly something went wrong with my stomach. I had to visit to the toilet for so many times. Why? There is a factor behind it, stress, which indirectly affecting on your mind, body, and emotions. So when we are talking about health or wellness, the concept should be considered in a broad aspect. It should not be taken only, or it should not be limited only to the physical health. We should always incorporate your body and mind when we are considering the subject of health and well-being. So, in Ayurveda, what is Ayurveda? The word Ayurveda, it is made out of two words. Ayu means life, Veda means science. I'm sure most of you have read this or you are aware of this. But the meaning of Ayu should not be limited only to the life. It's the time frame that you are going to spend by doing good deeds, which is going to be counted in your life, positive life, successful life, to achieve your end goal. Right? So Ayurveda is basically extracted from one of the Vedas called Atharvaveda, which talks about all the aspects of life, not just health or not just well-being. Like when the person is born, what all they go through, how their life is led, their good deeds, bad deeds, their nature, their build, their overall relationships with the outer society. Everything is mentioned in Atharvaveda. And Atharvaveda is extracted from the mother branch of Sankhya Shastra, philosophy. As we were saying, Ayurveda is the total knowledge of life, total knowledge of your body, mind, and soul. Right? So when we translate the body into life, the body, mind, and soul into the life, then we have to consider many aspects. We have to achieve we have to achieve the goal of the life by doing different deeds. What are those deeds? What is that purpose? What is that aim of life? Which is called Purusharth. Purush means mankind, and Artha means meaning, purpose, aim of life. So in Vedas, they have explained 4 purposes of life. Mainly, there are many purposes of life, but out of those, the 4 main purposes are which we deal with in day-to-day life. Dharma. What is dharma? The meaning of dharma should not be taken as religion. It is the moral way of living life, positive way of living life, doing positive things for the society and building relationship and helping to growth of the society. That is what is called dharma, like doing right conversation, right concentration, showing kindness, helping poor. All this comes under this dharma. Next is artha. Artha is not just limited to earning money or wealth. Artha should be taken as ethical earning in abundance. Whatever you earn, whether it is your friendship, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your love, whether it's your knowledge, skills, finance, whatever, wealth, prosperity, everything has to happen in abundance. Then that will consider as the artha. Karma. Karma is fulfilling your desires with the help of your five senses. Five senses of seeing, touching, smelling, experiencing these senses, this pleasure in a moral way. These pleasures can be, beauty, listening music, art, anything that comes under karma. And moksha. Fourth one is moksha. Moksha is the end goal of life, where you feel completed, where you start loving yourself, where unknowingly you get detached with all the, material life. So it's the completeness, self-awareness. When we reach to that state, it is called moksha. So when we are doing all these aspects, we are aiming all these purposes, we have to follow certain disciplines in life. And those disciplines will help us to reach to this destination of moksha in an easy way and make our life successful. So what are these disciplines? They are explained very well under Ashtanga Yogas. All of you must have heard the word yoga. So yoga is not just performing different postures. It has a deep knowledge in it. It falls under 8 categories. Yama. Yama means to decide, to take a decision, proper decision. Niyam means certain rules. Pranayama means control of energy, focusing or controlling the energies, transferring the energies. Pratyaha means avoiding certain things which are not good for your society, which are not good for your health and body. Dhyana, concentration. Dharana means, dharana means aiming, focusing, getting involved in certain things. Samadhi, the state of liberation. Asana is again different postures to align your body with the outer nature, to feel that energy, to get that energy into your body. It's again getting focused on your inner body, making conversation with yourself by doing different asanas and performing all these disciplines. What is three dosha? So when we are performing these yogas, asanas, one should know what should be the limit of that asana. What should be the limit of whatever we do, whether it's your day-to-day food intake or day-to-day sleeping activity, day-to-day activities, which is called as vihar. So ahar, vihar, nidra, and yoga. These are 4 pillars of life. So when one is considering ahar, there should be certain quantity, there should be certain rules we should follow. How to follow, how to understand these rules of eating, it depends on your particular body type. So the ahar, what the food that we take, there are certain rules for that. It should not be taken at certain time. It should not be taken in certain more than certain quantity. Like quality should be decided. The time should be decided. Again, availability of the food. It depends on the region where you are living. According to the availability, always go for naturally, seasonally available food. So that is all about food. Food is playing a very important role in your health because it is associated. It can decide whether you will lead a healthy life or you will land into disease. So we have to be very careful about making choices of food. Again, according to particular constitution, you are supposed to consume your food. You should make your choices about the food. Nidra. Sleep is also a very important factor in life. When we perform our day-to-day activities, our body needs to rest. But that sleep also has to happen in certain way. Like you cannot sleep. This concept is same as like one medicine or one treatment will not work for each and everyone. Just I will give you an example. 3 friends. They are in a party mood. They go to the restaurant. order the food and share it. That means they are going at the same time, same place, and eating same food, right? And when they come back, one friend say, "Oh, too much gases, I'm not feeling comfortable." The other friend will say, "Oh my God, I have so much burning sensation in my chest, I'm feeling like vomiting. I had already visited to the bathroom 3, 4 times. Wow, what is it?" And the third person, the third friend, he's already in a mood of taking good nap. He's lazy, he's not even in a mood to talk. That means his body is heavy. So how can it happen? The same kind of food everybody is eating, and we are seeing different effects of that food. Because it is your constitution. You are not considering your constitution, whether that food is good for your body or not. You are ordering, you are paying, and you are enjoying, and then you come back and again you are paying. Right? So for this purpose, understanding the body type of the person in one's life is very important. What is this body type? In Ayurveda, it is called doshas. These are 3 basic energy principles in the body. 3 doshas, 3 doshas. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So you can see below that I have written some elements. Air plus ether. So these 3 elements are the combination in more or less quantity of these elements. What are these elements? Where did they come from? These are called Pancha Mahabhutas. We use the word Maha only when the thing is divine, right? Mahabharata, Maharishi, right? Maharishi means the divine sage. Mahabhavan, the divine house. So Mahabhutas is the divine elements. What are these elements? Where do they come from? Air, ether, water, fire, earth. Everybody knows. We use it in day-to-day life. What is it? Our whole universe is made out of these 5 elements. The universe is a divine thing. So that's why we address it as Mahabhutas. How they are connected with our body. Our body is nothing but a play of this universe. Isn't it strange? Do you believe it or not? Right? You believe? Everybody is in kapha mode. I'm not seeing many reactions. You have to activate your vata and pitta also. After this, you are going to eat your food once the workshop will finish. Okay. So Mahabhutas, we can see all these elements. Our body is made out of these elements. How? You have your 70% of the universe is made out of water. Agree? So as our body, we have so much water content. Our blood, our saliva, our plasma, everything is nothing but the water content. We have 5 elements where your thermal temperature, your body temperature, your digestive system, fire, the light, your eyes can see, eyes can see the light. So that fire element, air, ooh, nobody can see air. You agree? Then where is the air? All the activities. Right now I'm moving my hands, I'm talking, I'm walking, I'm playing. All those activities are air, influenced by air, right? Water, fire, air, earth. What is earth? When you bring the picture of earth, means some heavy element. So your body weight, the womb of the mother, all these things, your bones, bony structure, all this which has got weight, it comes under earth category. Ether, invisible. Nobody can catch, nobody can touch, but it is made out of billions of atoms. So your thyroid, your glands, which cannot be seen easily, with your hollow spaces, orifices, all that is considered of ether element. So 1 or 2 of these elements, they combine together in more or less quantity. For example, vata is the combination of air and ether. So both of the things, air has cold, property of coldness, dryness, movement. Ether is very light. It is also moving. So in this prominence is of dryness, movement. So Vata person, you can see they are very thin, lean, dry texture of hair, dry texture of skin. Pitta is the combination of fire and water. Right? So Pitta people usually they have a very good appetite because their fire element is always activated, right? So when they are very smart, intellect, the skin texture is very good because they have enough hydrated body, enough water content in the body, which keeps their skin in a very good condition, nourished way. Kapha is the combination of earth and water. It's again heaviness. These people, they have sweet tooth. They will eat, they will go for any kind of sweets, but they are very chill by nature, happy going people, lazy. If I want to do something, I will postpone it for tomorrow. But they have got longest life because they are very happy go people. They never take any stress. So indirectly they are maintaining their health. But it doesn't mean that you should be kapha, you should be eating all kind of sweets and put on weight and say, I will get the longevity. No, it will not work in that. So, three doshas and pancha mahabhutas, the combination of these two will make your constitution, particular constitution. Each one of us, we are unique. Not two people are same. Everybody has a different look, different physique, different digestive capacity, different intellectual level. So all this depends on the prakriti of the person. As I said, Vata people, they are very creative, very active. So all the time they will not sit at one place. They will be active. They will be doing different things. Pitta people, they have very good metabolism. So they are ready to eat anytime, but they will never put on their weight. But they are very stressful also because they are very bright. They want to do the leadership. They want to take a leadership in everything. They want to lead, and that leadership quality sometimes brings them a lot of stress. So they are prone to get acidity issues, irritable bowel syndromes, or anything that is associated with your digestion or skin issues. Kapha people are like as we spoke, they always like the sweet things. They are prone towards sweets. So they have heavy body also. So they are prone to get diabetes, obesity, all kind of lifestyle disorders. Because of the heavy element, they are less active. If someone says, let's go for jogging, they will say, can I do bicycling? Because I want to sit and to be connected with the earth element. So this is Kapha Prakriti people. So overall, this Prakriti plays very important role in your health and disease. If these doshas, these elements in your body, if they are under balance, well balanced by making appropriate diet food habits, or making appropriate choices for your day-to-day activities, which is called dinacharya, ratricharya, rutucharya. What is dinacharya? The way you spend your day, like waking up in the morning, then going for cleansing activities, then eating lunch on time, sleeping on time. Ratricharya, all the activities that happens at night, in the evening. Rutucharya, seasonal activities. According to the season, we should wear clothes, we should eat the food, we should do our activities or control activities. In summer, you cannot just go for jogging. Even though you have your Pitta Prakriti high, you cannot go for jogging. You are going to get skin allergies, you are going to get heat stroke. So you have to understand what is your body type, and according to that, you make your choices. Manas. Do you know what is meaning of manas? Does anyone knows? These all are Sanskrit terminologies because the science is extracted from Vedas. Vedic books are the Sanskrit books, the first literature on the planet. So manas, the meaning of manas is mind. As we discussed, your emotional status, mental status also plays a big role in your disease and health condition. So like Prakriti, the different types of Prakriti, the mind also has different qualities, which are called Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattva means the person who is very humble, down to earth, who is always involved in doing right things, right? Who always follows dharma, right? So that person is sattva. He has abundance of sattva quality. Rajas, quality of king. Like you are a emperor. You have a power of ruling, but on top of that, sometimes you are egoistic. You get, naturally those qualities come into your body. So that is called as rajas, the prabha. Your mindset becomes like that. If you are a king, yes, you have to rule on something. The aggressiveness, the anger, the way you lead the community, all those power, it reflects the quality of rajas. Tamas is vitiated mind, the mind, foggy mind, which cannot decide what is good, what is bad, which is affected by imbalance of three doshas or all five elements. So we have discussed most of the elements of our health, right? So do you think, yes, please.
Just repeat Thomas. Last one.
Okay. This one?
The last.
Tamas. Tamas is a vitiated mind, foggy mind syndrome, the property of your mind. So you feel free to come and ask me once we finish the workshop and I can explain. So we have discussed many aspects of your disease and how to be well by getting out of those diseases. Right? So the basic purpose of Ayurveda is to cure the disease of the disease and maintain the health of the healthy. So it works in both ways, preventive and curative. That is very, very different from all the other sciences. So it will consider to prevent and to cure your body, not just body, to bring the happiness in your life. It will consider all the aspects of life. So as Vastu. Vastu can be considered as extension of physiology. Why? Because, see, you are carrying this body with you whole day. And this body is residing in the Vastu whole day or most of the time. What is the meaning of Vastu? Where this word Vastu is derived from? Vastu Shastra, the science of architecture, is derived from Sankhya Shastra. If you remember in the very first slide, I said Atharva Veda, the branch of Sankhya Shastra. So as Vastu, the word Vastu is of two words. Vaha, Stha, Astu. Vaha, Vasa means where we reside. Stha means stability. You reside, you get stabilized. That is called Vastu. Right? So this Vastu is again considered or compared with your body. In yoga, we try to align our body with particular postures to get or to feel the energy from the world, right? Outside world. In the same way, when we are residing in this Vastu, we should make sure that there is proper alignment in between your mind, body, and your energy and the energy of your outer world. We all are standing with this body, right? Why? Because there is stability. That stability comes from what? Your bones. The bones in Sanskrit are called asthi. Stha. Again, it brings the stability to your body, right? Your asthis are bringing stability to your body. So as the Vastu will bring stability to your life. This Vastu will help you to become prosper, growth of the society, not just for the individual, but the society. This Vastu is not just limited for the house where you reside. It can be any building or the structure or the planning of the cities also comes under Vastu Shastra. Vastu Shastra, the ancient science of architecture, is discovered for the well-being of the human. Like this, why we call Ayurveda as a holistic science? Because it consider each and every aspect of your life. When the disease, sometimes the disease is not cured after using so many medicines, so many treatments, still, so if somebody is suffering again, then there is unknown cause behind that disease, behind that imbalance. So curing that root cause is very important to bring back the balance. What those causes can be? Those causes can be associated with astrology, associated with your buildings, associated with your emotional state, associated with your physical body, anything. That's why Ayurveda is considered as a holistic science, because we don't just give the aushadhis, the medicines or detoxification, the cleansing, but we also recommend yoga, pranayama, Jyotish Shastra, Vastu Shastra, Vedic vibration like sound healing. So one should understand which will help to root cause, to eradicate the root cause of that disease and bring the prosperity, well-being of that person. So the Vastu that we were talking about, it will help to connect you with the outer world. It will synchronize your energies with the outer energies of the world if it is built in a right way, followed by right directions. I'm not the expert, I'm just giving you the intro speech and Dr. Hashim will read it for sure. But if you are following the right directions means you don't have to go for that to any, any astrologer to ask, oh, is this right time? Is this right direction? It's the scientific way to understand the directions. Where the sun rises, you will get a lot of energy. Where the sun sets, yes, you have to put your body to rest. You need some calm place to cool down your mind and body, your prayer room. Like this, if you arrange everything in your Vastu in its perfect manner, in its perfect place, of course, the synchronization of the energy between you and outer world will be in a good way, and that will bring a lot of prosperity. If anyone tries to go against this energy, against the rule of the nature, of course, they have to pay for it. If someone is swimming against the flow of the river, you can flow. You will not come back. I am not saying you cannot float, but the level of the energy you are putting is more than when you are swimming with the flow, in the direction of the flow. Not just that, you are wasting too much time. That means reaching to the end goal of life is going to become very difficult when you are going against the rule of the nature. Because after all, we all are miniature of nature. As long as you are following the rules of the nature, you will be in a good health. I will wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous life. Thank you for listening.